If you were lucky enough this morning, you might have seen some snow flurries in parts of the viewing area, but that snow system has now moved off to the east and is affecting the northeastern portions of our country. But as we look in Missouri, we're seeing another chance of precipitation begin to make its way towards Illinois and towards central Illinois, where we may see some precipitation as we move later on into this week. But first, today's highs only reached the mid-20s and even the upper 20s in parts of the area. High of 23 degrees here in Charleston, although we did see a high of 27 down in Effingham. That was the warmest we saw throughout the area, but we are still seeing snow on the ground from last week's snow that we saw come through. Now, as we look at our current conditions, these temperatures are beginning to dip down into the teens and even the single digits. You'll see here in Paris, it just dipped down to 9 degrees as we move into the evening hours. Temperatures around 12 degrees now here in Charleston, and we're seeing clear skies as we move into the evening hours. And those clear skies are going to stay with us as we move overnight tonight. But it's going to be a cold one tonight because we're going to be seeing a low of 0 degrees. Now, part of the reason why we're seeing such a cold low is because of the winds that we're seeing blow out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's blowing cold air down into our viewing area and cooling off our temperatures to a low of 0 degrees. Now, like I said, we're going to be seeing clear skies as we move overnight tonight. So nothing too exciting here on the Futurecast, just clear skies as we move into tomorrow morning. And those clear skies will stay with us as we move throughout the day on Wednesday. Now these clear skies will stay with us, but we're also going to be seeing a cold temperature tomorrow, a high of 20 degrees, still below freezing. So it's going to be a cold one out there, but we are going to see a warm up on its way. And that warm up will be partly due to the winds you'll see here blowing out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, blowing some warmer air up, preparing us as we move into the weekend. Now we're going to see those clear skies as we move throughout the day tomorrow, but as we move into the evening hours tomorrow, we're going to see some clouds begin to make their way into the viewing area, and those clouds will stay with us as we move into Thursday. Now, as we look at Thursday, those partly cloudy skies will be with us, but we're also going to see some temperatures beginning to warm up with a high of 33 degrees on Thursday, finally above freezing just by a little bit. But as we make it to Friday, we'll see a high of 41 degrees. So we're really going to start to warm up as we start this weekend. But with that warmer temperature, we're also going to be seeing a chance of rain Friday evening. But those temperatures will start to drop as we move into the evening hours, which will give us a chance of some snow flurries as we move into Saturday morning, because those temperatures are going to continue to drop. We'll see a high of 34 degrees as we start our weekend on Saturday. Now, as we look at this graph here, we're seeing temperatures beginning to spike as we start our weekend, but tomorrow we are going to see some colder temperatures in the 20s, a slow warm up on Thursday, and then eventually we'll see a high of 41 degrees on Friday, but those temperatures will cool right back down as we start our weekend into the teens on Saturday. Eventually you'll see temperatures get down into the single digits as we finish off this weekend and start next work week. Now we're going to be below average for the next 6 to 10 days. That average for this time of year is typically in the 30s, and as we take a look at our 7-day, we're definitely going to be below the 30s looking forward. But first, we're going to see that warm up on Friday. The chance of rain Friday evening may turn to a chance of snow flurries as we make it to Saturday morning, and then that cool down will begin with a high of 34 degrees on Saturday, eventually making it to the teens on Sunday with a high of 14 degrees. We'll see it as we start next work week, we'll see a high of 9 degrees, so we'll see a high in the single digits, and then a slight warm up on Tuesday with a high of 12 degrees.